Welcome to The Informant, the podcast that talks about anything and everything. We cover from sports, religion, politics, social, you name it. I'm your host as ever, Doc McLeod. So without any further ado, let's delve right into it. Good day, my good people. I hope I find you well. Believing you are all having a fantastic day. Right, let's go straight right into the issues. Like I told you, I was on the ground back home in Zimbabwe. Gathered a lot of information, tried to understand what's actually happening on the ground. Now that I've got the information, let me give it back to you people so that you know what's actually transpiring. Right, Zanu-PF has come to that point where it's now what we call squeaky bum time. What's the position that's on the ground? There's no more neutrality. You just now have got to make sure that you declare which side you belong to. When you see the person of Themba Mliswa, Honorable Sabuku, come live and saying he's coming with some expose, there's a lot that he's holding on to. It's not little information, it's a lot. You're going to hear him coming up with information pertaining things like the other farm that is now being possessed by the vice president, which was taken way after the farms were taken. There's a lot. He is actually holding on to a very massive file. So when he's saying that, don't take him lightly. Like I told you, there's a lot that has been happening behind the scenes, but people have been keeping quiet. So what actually angered the sitting president's camp is the fact that the vice president has come out firing, wanting and declaring that Rigananda must go. If you check to it, you'll get to realize that about 3 months ago, I actually did a video saying when people are saying Rigananda must go, everyone is referring to different Rigananda. I've got, if you go and look for that video, I'll try and make sure that I put a clip on here to attach it for other people to follow suit. You will see that the sitting president, there was a time he also said, Pasi Nerigananda. And I said to people, you don't understand what he means by that. He also has got his own group of people that he calls Rigananda. Before all this expose, before everything was put to light, there is a lot that had taken place behind the scenes. But when people are trying to come out as innocent and trying to paint the sitting president with all these brushes, it's going to be very interesting when you realize who has possessed more than the other. Themba Mliswa is holding on to what I call a gigantic file containing a lot of information. When he's talking about this Roman Catholic thing, it's just the beginning of it. When I was talking to some people there on the ground, trying to understand all this information, you will see that what Honorable Themba Mliswa is doing now, it's going to cost a lot of people. There was also the issue pertaining the late founding father of Zimbabwe, Robert Gabriel Mugabe. He also had an issue, especially the wife. There was also an issue pertaining the land that was owned by Eaglesville, that is on the Borodale Road there. It was only, I think, about 6 years ago, that's when the court ruled that the land be given back to Eaglesville. But Grace Gucci Mugabe had taken that. Up the same road, going towards Domboshawa, there is other farm. The vice president took it. Themba Mliswa has got all those files. I'm just giving you hints to what Honorable Mliswa is holding on to. There is a lot that is going to unleash. So right now, the current position on the ground, there is no more neutrality. It's either you are on the president's side or you are on the vice president's side. The people that triggered it the most are people like George Charamba, the former spokesperson for the president, who was the Robert Gabriel Mugabe, and he's also said now to be a silent spokesperson for the vice president. If all what I heard is true, prison is looming for George Charamba. There's nothing to mince. We don't have time to mince words anymore, because I know exactly what's on the ground. The papers that he signed, everything that he said, the people that he was working with, the people he was conniving with, it's all in the hands of the people that I'm trying to make sure that no one wants to try and play smart. So the neutrality zone is going to be left empty from now on. Up from the 17th of November, neutrality position is no longer allowed to be in existence. People now have to pick sides, because this fight is not an easy fight as people are depicting from outside. It's either you are on the president's side or you step on the vice president's side. Now here is the challenge that's on the ground. The president's side is well oiled. They have got the finances to make sure that they can go, or they can stretch as far as the battle goes. But the sitting president's side, they've got limited funds. Even if they try go head to head with the president's side, they are outsmarted because of money. Right now, the position is, as much as people are being given stuff, it is a matter of making sure that they are tying the last screws that have been left loose, to make sure that their camp is well secured. Who has been conniving with the vice president and who has been on the vice president? I can rest assure you that the list is there, headed by people like George Charamba. The thing is a total mess. The thing is a total mess. When I heard about it, I just said to myself, right, it's squeaky bum time. So everyone has now to come out on public to declare who is it that they are supporting, or on whose side are they belonging. Because the issue here, there are some people who are double-faced, and it has already been picked and identified. Some people are pretending to be on the president's side, while at the very same time they are pretending to be on the vice president's side. So neutrality is no longer a position of comfort. Everyone is now going to have to publicly declare which side they are belonging to. When you start to see people like the late Morgan Tsvangirai's brother going to Zanu-PF, it's because they are also proving who they are in support of. There's no more neutrality. From 17th of November, the date was marked. From the 17th of November, every person had to take a side. Now, no more neutrality. You have to pick either to be on the president's side, the ED30 vision, or you have got to be on the VP side. People who are on the neutral ground, some are beginning to see that hopes on the VP side are evaporating. So at the very same time, they also want to continue to hold on to being recognized within the system. They are now starting to hope and go on the president's side. Here is the thing. There's also going to be a reshuffle that's going to come on the presidium. I know most people will just rush to say, oh, the VP is going. But you've got to consider the person of Valerio Sibanda. I want to believe, I am well convinced, if information served to me is right, that he is going to be a part of the presidium. Wait and see as the transformations are being made. The thing has been played, the thing has been tied. The Murabwi clan has already won this battle way before people plan for it. Opposition, no one is going to raise their head at any given point. Whoever does anything silly, they're just grabbing them by the head, squashing them and putting them off. Because it's not battles that they want to accommodate. They want to continue to deal with the battle of the internal fight and making sure that the structures within the system is only within the people that are in support of Vision 2030 being headed by the sitting president, His Excellency Emmerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa. Whatever you say, this is why I was saying, you are going to hear about patriarchs for ED. These are people that are said to be having the nation at heart. So as of now, I'll be stepping back. I'll come back to you to give you more information pertaining all these things. I'm just going to have to give them to you a bit at a time. But sabuku, chingodziti bvu ka1 vanhu vazive kuti ndo mamiriro azvakaita. There's no one else who's waiting to be trapped. Everyone has to publicly declare where they belong and whose side they stand. No more neutrality. The neutrality was crushed on the 17th of November 2025. That was the day marked that hakuna mnye achida kunzi aite two faces. With this, I'm out. I'll be coming back with more information. Bye for now.